we're going to be making meatballs. 1/3 cup of breadcrumbs. Where's my breadcrumbs? Where's my breadcrumbs? Get 1/3 cup here. Now, let's see. 1/2 cup of milk. I do not have any milk. So we're going to have to substitute. We'll either use ricotta cheese instead of milk because I don't have any milk. Or maybe we'll substitute with ricotta cheese. Maybe 1/4 cup. 2 eggs. Maybe actually the ricotta cheese with the eggs. Beat it into the eggs. Sometimes you gotta substitute shit, you know? And you let this sit for 20 minutes. And then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. Echo, set timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
Well, the recipe calls for 1 diced onion. I didn't have an onion, I have 1/4 of an onion, so I diced that up. Here's another caveat. I only have it calls for 1 pound of sausage. I only have 11 ounces here, so it's going to be a little bit short on the sausage. And I bought the sausage, or it's calling for ground pork, but it's the same shit. I got Italian sausage right here, and I just took the casing off. Nutshell. And it calls for some ground beef, and I do have a pound of ground beef. So let's mix it all together. I might need a bigger mixing bowl for this. We'll see what we can do. All right. Yeah, a bunch of parsley. It calls for fresh parsley. Unfortunately, I don't have any fresh parsley, so we just add some parsley. I'm not sure how much. We'll just eyeball it here. Got dry parsley here. Three cloves of garlic, and that's another caveat. I don't have, so I would say 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder is equal to 1 clove of garlic. Just a teaspoon. Yeah, so we'll just do half, eyeball it. God damn it. I'll just do a teaspoon of garlic here. Powder, the substitute. Teaspoon of salt. Well, actually, 2 teaspoons of salt. Let's eyeball it. A teaspoon of black pepper. A teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And 2 tablespoons of parm, grated parm. That's like 2 tablespoons. Let's go ahead.
Just make sure you mix it well. I'm using my hands right now, as you can see.
Meanwhile, preheat the oven to 450 degrees. I think that's mixed well. Smells good. Anywho, let's roll up some meatballs. I'm gonna make bigger meatballs because I just like the meatballs like this size here. Well, these are gonna shrink a little bit anyways. Looks like we're gonna get about 8 or 9 meatballs out of this. Then a mini meatball. There we go. All right, so we're gonna stick it in the oven at 450 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. Shot. Echo, set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Looks like it's ready. Ooh, look at that. I think I'm going to test out my mozzarella cheese on this meatball. I'm actually kind of hungry. And we're going to take a slice of this homemade mozzarella cheese. There we go. Stick it on there. And stick it in the oven. Mozzarella cheese. Tastes good. Carefully stick it in the oven for like, I guess, 10 minutes. It's at 400 degrees. Let's take the little meatball. Oh, yeah. Still hot. Oh my God, it's good. Scale of 1 to 5. I give it a 4. Next time I gotta add a little bit more onions to it and dice it up a little bit more fine. Other than that, the The flavor is there, Jack. It's like my grandmother used to make. This is my homemade mozzarella cheese. Next time I'll slice it a little bit thinner. And that's my homemade pizza sauce. Without any further ado, let me slice into it with the fork. Oh, that's still hot. And a piece with the cheese on it. Ugh. It is fucking hot right now, but let's see if we can hurry up. Blow on it. Now that's good. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Kaboom!
In a nutshell!